Today I'm giving Mono White Control a go, and I'm choosing not to be a Caretaker's Talent deck. In case you were wondering about that absence, it is a really strong card and has overwhelming card advantage. So if you're a Caretaker's Talent fan, I would say go for it. Play it in this list and have a great time. I don't really enjoy playing that card for whatever reason. I think it just got so overplayed when it came out that I got a little sick of it. So I'm trying a version without and relying on Tome for card advantage mainly. We are trying to ramp with Hedron Archive into Ugin Eye of the Storms. That's kind of one of our main win cons, but Ugin can't really win by himself, right? So we have other things to win, like 4 copies of Beza. Overlord of the Mistlords is here. I did make some changes midway through the video, so some of these games you might not have Overlord. And then Appa to recast those things if we so desire, just as a one-up to kind of defend things and recast. We have a lot of removal, like Aang's Iceberg, which has a little extra value if we need it to. Seamrip, Get Lost, Airbender's Reversal to Airbend Beza, and then other things like Split Up and Dave Judgment as our sweepers, but we're really just trying to get up into an Ugin and then maybe win with Crawling Barons or slowly with Beza or something like that, or make a bunch of 1/1s with Appa. So that's generally the gist. It's a pretty simple deck, honestly, just kind of classic control to see if we can really do it with just white without the help of blue or black or another good color. So I've tried to make the sideboard as effective as possible. I don't know if we need all these cards, but having some interesting includes like Doorkeeper Thrall for artifacts and creatures entering, Clarion Conqueror for activated abilities of artifacts, creatures, and planeswalkers, Cutzel's Flanker for that graveyard hate. Pinnacle Starcage is here as a 3 of, and that is because it's a really cheap sweeper that's great against certain decks, and maybe we sideboard out our tomes for the Starcage because they're a bit of a non-bow. Also have 2 more authorities in the sideboard to really help us out with a life gain and some little bit of interesting land stuff going on with Fountain Port and Demolition Field, of course. Crawling Barons, as I mentioned, which is a scalable threat. I love this card. And Hidden Courtyard for a little extra value off of a land. If we're in the late game, we're not doing anything, we can discover 4 with it and maybe get a sweeper if we need it, or a Beza, or just a Hedron Archive, which can draw us cards. So that's pretty much it. I've been having a lot of fun with this deck, and yeah, let me know what you think of it. I like trying out mono colors, and obviously white is pretty strong right now, though we do miss some utility just being a single color deck. But anyways, thank you so much for stopping by my channel, and let's hop into a match with Mono White Control. Okay. The Lanor Elves. Alright, well, Split Up could be quite good here. Let's get down Tome. I think I'm going to let the elves live. Get Lost feels a little silly to use on it, but maybe that'll be the end of my days, that error. Chocobo. Sounds good. Things are chugging along. Ooh, let's not do Ugin right now. I'm gonna hold off on Split Up for one more turn, which is maybe catastrophic error, but I'm gonna try to make it work. Kill you. Hopefully get all tapped creatures with Split Up. Earthbender Ascension. The Lumbering Wagoon. Question is, do we want to scry with Tome here? I don't think so. I don't really know what I would look for, even. Alright, get a Dave Judgment. I think I'll still go for Split Up, because everything's tapped. And then this turn I'll definitely be scrying with Tome for a land. Maybe I could have done that last turn, but I didn't feel a huge pressure to. Okay, that's all they're doing? Fine with me. Seems kind of desperate. Great. Let's take this opportunity to play Hedron Archive. could Airbender's Reversal this, I guess, or we could just draw a Tome here. Yeah, well, yeah, I think I'll kill it. Would love an Ugin here. But I guess I should take a land. See if we get something good off the Tome. And then we can still go for a Barrens thing. Iceberg, nice. Alright, I think I'm going to attack with the Crawling Barrens. Get that train chugging along. Craig. Craig. Alright. I think I'm just gonna chill and maybe take some hits here. I'd like them to play into my Dave Judgment a bit, play all these dudes. Yes. Wagoon. That'll probably Iceberg. Owie. No stick, which means they probably don't have a way to save these. So that's good in my books. We can get another counter on the Barrens here as well. And maybe win down the line with that bad boy, but I think I'll go for Tome here. Let's draw. Things are cooking along nicely. Great Abolisher, let's go. Just threw this in for fun, but would not say it is an essential component. Ooh, Beza, huh? Yes, please. Decline. Demolition Field is sweet. I'm actually going to go for this Bossing Say right now. Get that gone. I mean, we're just doing all sorts of nice things here. Let's get this down and then draw a Tome, and I would say that was, oh, quite a successful turn. And there's the man of the moment, the Eye of the Storms. A target for my Ugin, you say, huh? Alright, this is all they're doing? That's just great for us. Rocking the new ice sleeves. Sure thing. Hey, it's me, the Eye of the Storms. And that is going to do it.
Equilibrium must
Out of here. All right. Thrall could be good. Clear and Conquer, Authority, Star Cage. Go down on Tome in that case because of Star Cage. And what else? Archive, maybe Appa, go down Ugin. Just do one flanker. And one throw, two authority. Authority is pretty nice in this matchup. Maybe I'll go down a tome. Actually, I don't know. Maybe Ride's End. And a Dave Judgment. I have a lot of sweepers, actually, so maybe we'll get rid of a split up in another Dave Judgment. Get back a tome and try it again. All right. It's a lot of lands. But removal and ramp, I guess, is something nice. See the Badger Mole Cub. Could be bad. Okay. Oh my god. Plains is not what we wanted to see there whatsoever. I think I'm going to kill that right now before they can play something else off the Lanner Elves. But obviously we just need a cheap sweeper here. Oh, that's a little disappointing to draw. Another Plains in a row. Kind of the opposite of what we need right now. Alright, I'll sideboard back in some of my cheap sweepers. What? Land on top, I guess. That was weird. Why did they... A little confused at that turn of events. Beza, now that's what I'm talking about, baby. Let's get that down. Don't get a card or treasure, but we get life and little fish, so... I guess they really wanted to play this. Interesting choices. Well, it gives us kind of a window. Double scry this turn to try to get out of this mess. But they didn't put this away to try to get down a 4-drop, which I don't know. Maybe it was smart of them. Oh, Feldar Retreat. I love that card. I mean, it's a little scary, but I can respect it. Oh my god. Stop flooding me right away. Don't want that either. Jesus. Alright, I need to get rid of the Feldar tree. I think I'll sack one of these. Hopes we get lost. Nope. Another tome, though, will help keep us alive. Definitely no attacks. Not sure this is going to do too much, except it does break their Lanner Elves. Alright, there's the Origins. Gonna assume they'll get a land here. Get the retreat train chugging. Yep. Buff the squad or make a dude. Squad it is. Seven toughness, nothing to do, so I'll just chump. Wow, it's really bad. Okay. That's something. I think we'll do tapped creatures. Oh, the earthbending brings them back? That was kind of silly of me then. Yeah. Okay. 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 Kind of forgot that earthbending would give another landfall trigger here. Yay. Suddenly staring down the barrel of defeat. And they get trampled now on their biggest thing. Don't know if we can stay alive here. Actually, almost certainly not, right? Because the Explorer. Yeah. Okay, then. Get me out of there. Alright, Day Judgment. Definitely get back one. Stargate should make an appearance at all. Turn Archive looking really bad. I'll get back another Judgment and try out again. Ooh, righty. This is better. This seems decent. Tournament Authority is great against a pretty aggressive deck. And then we'll look for some ways to remove those pesky enchantments. Starcage. Ooh, in that case, I'm going to hold off on the Tome. I was going to go right for Tome and play an untapped land there, but I think I'd rather maybe Starcage first. Because we know they can probably play a lot of creatures this turn. I hope they do. That's one. Little annoying. Still gonna hold off on the Tome for one more turn. I see we're not using Get Lost here if we decide to, is that our Starcage will get the map tokens gone. Sure. I'm just gonna get Flanker down. I could have traded there with the Chocobo, but this is fine. Ooh. Damn. Alright. Need lands, unfortunately. Gotta put those away. Oof. See what you got. Give me a land off the top. The Huayun. Okay. Great. Land is good. They get to attack with the wagon, I'll just kill it. Would have loved one of those Overlords or Ugins. Ooh, that's an instant kill. And nothing to do here, unfortunately. They can just... Well, they'll sacrifice the failed passage in response. Actually, maybe I'll use this turn to kill the wagon and get lost on my turn, I guess. Actually, no, they can't even crew the wagon. Well, either way, they would have gotten these 2/2s, so... Do this, and then they can't use the maps. This turn, at least. Oh, they got a protection spell. No! Okay, maybe they had a protection spell, though. There was a stick. Not one they could have used in the retreat, but something. Land is good. I think I'm just chilling. If I want to use both of these to crew the wagon, that's fine. Tempted to use Get Lost there. Land has been doing work for them. Yep. Few ways we could go about this. Let's scry first. Okay, definitely don't want that. Probably could have sideboarded it out. That's my mistake. So we could airbend flanker, but I don't know if that helps us that much. I think we're better off just using this as a removal spell. And maybe honestly trading flanker here. Slow things down. Okay. Let's draw a tome. Ooh, don't love that. Could try to hidden courtyard into a sweeper as well. The sun is setting right at an angle. Already put in work as usual. I think I'm just gonna let this happen. Could have chumped with this 1/1, but I don't care too much about that right now. Iceberg. I really don't want to sacrifice my land quite yet. So let's see if we get a sweeper off the tome. Another iceberg. Okay. Okay. Show me what you got. That's it? Alright. Ooh, I'm still auto-passing. Goodness. Let's do this. The old Fountain Port 1-2. Seam rip. Don't want to give the board maps here at all. Do I get lost the Esper Maduin, or do I pray for a sweeper? I think I gotta get it gone. Everything getting +2/+2 trample here is a disaster. If we get a land, I can do the Star Cage thing. Okay, that's a good card. Seam Rip. Alright, Ugin is great. Let's Seam Rip the Chocobo. We can still hold up an Iceberg because we got a treasure. Seems good. In the Wagoon. No attacks. Yeah, I think I'll Iceberg the wagon. Oh. Gotta... Yeah, okay. Way to protect. Kind of paves the way. Well, let's resolve this, and then I can sacrifice the Berg. For free, essentially. Great. I think I like both of those, even though they're not lands. And we go for Ugin. Zoink. So do we 0 here? I think I'm going to plus. Got a lot of blocking potential. I don't know if I need to use the tome on the cat beast. I feel like they're a little scared right now of this bad boy. We may hit our land drop, which would be nice. Okay, seems like they have pieced out in fear of the big man. The old timeout. Ugin takes it again. Hell yeah. Ooh. Strange hand. I guess I'll keep. I don't know. 3 demolition fields, all 3 of them. Welcome. Turn 1 authority, but they play a meticulous archive, which makes me think it will not be very useful. This guy, huh? Not our best cards in that case. Not at all. Tome is good, but I'm actually going to wait to play it. I think it'll just get no moralized right away. As will Beza. Do we go for it to get a counterspell out of them? Maybe I go for Appa. Nah. I think we should go for it. Though they're going to be waiting to use these anyways. Could go for Appa on their turn and just start attacking, I suppose. Alright, it's an exhale. Alright, now we go for Tome. Exhale could reveal a dragon in hand, but they do not. They may not even have no moralized because they have the exhale. Oh, they did have a dragon. They just didn't care enough to do this. Okay. Or they didn't have an exhale, of course. Dumping a Seam Rip. Interesting. I feel like the tome is not quite getting the respect that it deserves. Ah, never mind. Appa would have been nice there. Might just be getting lost to Seam Rip. Tome is pretty valuable in this matchup, I think. So let's give it a go. We have Airbender's Reversal if they do play a River Regent or another big threat. Of course, we have also Day of Judgment, so I'm not too concerned about that. Nice. Don't think there's a real reason to Demolition Field the Mistrais Village. Ugin. That we don't want to get countered. Next turn they can rip off a Revelation. Could be a problem. Okay. Didn't get lost, which would take care of an Ugin, so that's maybe a good sign. We like that. Milling! Oh no. That's unfortunate. They're probably going to have that milling life total card. There goes my deck. And we're just dead next turn, assuming they have it. Or essentially dead. See if they have a No More Lies or another Exhale. Gonna do both of these to make our army, but I'm feeling a little bleak at this point about our chances.
My resources.
I think I'll just do this. Get down a tome. Drawing cards at this point is pretty rough, so
The essence of this world.
just for a 1/1.
Fate flows as easily as water.
Yep, let's see it. Let's see the blue-white milling. Get lost. No, Jessica Revelation. There it is. All right. Don't think Tome is quite going to do it. Interesting that they bounce the Appa instead of killing it.
Without purpose.
I'll probably just sweep in that case. I guess I'll plus so Ugin doesn't die to another Revelation, but I'm feeling not great about our chances.
My plan bears fruit.
And I think we'll just hold open Appa. But we're obviously not very cut out for this matchup right here. Okay.
Foolish.
Okay. Scry, sure. I mean, we have lots of incremental ways to win, but this is our main one to counter this. Well, I got plenty more Ugins where that came from. Get rid of the Rediscover. And then I think I'll 0.
So you have energy for your efforts.
Nothing to exile here, but I think getting on Tome is a little better than Authority. And I'll just hold open
Belongs to
the reversal, but try to hold on to the Appa win. Come on, baby. It'll be pretty funny if they're not really a mill deck and they just had this in their library, but I'd be surprised. Jesus. Stock me up. Brisket. Me brisket. Okay. Tome goes once again. Just gonna scry to maintain our library total. Goodness. Oh, Appa's alive at least. Iceberg, huh? Please tap my demolition fields. Oh my goodness. Hopefully we can get a little better with the after sideboarding. 16 left in the library. We gotta keep Appa alive. Could airbend it and replay it this turn. If they try to kill it. Not holding my breath though. I'm kind of assuming we're dead anytime. Oh, okay. Save my dude. Try to at least. Nice. I think we leave Ugin. Tempting to play it to get another card in exile, but nah. And I think I'm going to try to Iceberg the Rediscover. Could play our second Ugin to get rid of it, but that seems silly. Beeza. Don't know if ultimating Ugin is worth it here, but maybe it is. I'm just really quite concerned about my library total. But we'll draw a card with Beza here, I guess. Oh. Auto Tapper, you're killing me. Tome gets back a tome. No. Actually, sure, we could scry our way to victory, perhaps. What a strange game this is. I mean, they're digging through so much of their library. They must have answers. Chico. Alright, not much to do about that. I guess they can get lost back. Yep. Kind of don't care as much if they go for Ugin.
Must formulate a new plan.
Decking for 8 here. Should have Crawling Barons. That would be really nice. Draw with 1 tome, I guess. Yeah, our main deck just isn't really aggressive enough. They milled our hive pool. That's really a big bummer. A third Ugin for me, please.
Knowledge is a virtue.
I think I'm gonna zero again.
Wisdom guides your
Use some maps.
wisely.
Okay. Okay. Attack, save our tome in hand if we need to exile something, and I guess just keep scrying with the tomes, which I kind of forgot to do last time. My bad. So we also could iceberg the vacuum if they don't use it this turn. Maybe I want to do that. See if they crack it just for a Beza. They might. Oh, there's Shiko. Stock up. Okay. The River Region. What are you bouncing? Interesting. We can get rid of that with our tome. Just sweep the boards. I think I will iceberg the vacuum. Or I'll just use that, I guess. Could also get lost, though rediscover the way, but we have everything we need on board. Though maybe we don't want to sweep because of the Appa. Maybe I'll try to keep Appa alive, actually.
I wield the essence of this world.
Seam rip. I mean, it doesn't. I don't know if it actually matters quite what we do. I guess we'll get rid of that with Ugin.
Power belongs to the patient.
I just don't know if our damage output is high enough to get there, right? Get lost is a little more narrow than iceberg, so I'll kill this that way. Attack for 3, and then just make a fountain port 1/1. They're on a 2-turn clock. But Appa is really the thing that needs to stay alive. And I feel like they must have another Jeskai Revelation in hand, right? I'd be shocked. Okay. Seems good. No! That's a toughie. That is probably going to do it. Maybe I gotta throw some white overlords in this deck, actually. 3 planes on the top, you say. What are our last 4 cards? Iceberg our own Appa. Scry to that tome and exile it? That's such a janky way. Going for it. I don't think we have any other way of winning. Okay. No, we could just sacrifice it, right? All right, I'm into that game plan. The rip. Okay. I think I definitely don't want them to pop off a vacuum. So we'll do this. See if they have another way to kill Appa. Hedron Archive. Are these all Hedron Archives? Get maximum number of replayability. Okay. That's fine. I mean, with Ugin down, this is a lot of exiling potential. No drawing still, I think, is probably correct.
Spend this mana wisely.
Spend this mana wisely. Will do. Will do.
One step in the strategy.
Seam gets there, goes vacuum gone. They'll need a sweeper. Wow.
Mine is the power of eons.
This is kind of crazy. We basically have lethal, so I think I'll play Authority and then hold on to this last tome, I guess. I mean, we have lethal next turn without playing the tome and getting one more 1/1. If they have a sweeper here, though, it could be pretty tough to win. I think this last 2 cards have to be... Oh, interesting. They go for that instead of playing it to bounce things. I mean, I guess we just get rid of it. What else do we got in this deck? I don't know. There's 1 Hedron Archive, 2... Okay, so I think one of those is at least a Hedron Archive. Do you get a sweeper? Oh, okay. Gotta have a Dave Judgment here. course, there's other ways they could stay alive. They could helix something. Passing. Alright, it's a helix. Let's see if they have another helix, we definitely can't win. Crag, sure. Oh, that is going to do it. Wow, I can't believe we got through that. My god, that was wild. Alright, flanker. I guess torpor orb for the Shikos. And what else? Get rid of authority. Exercise could be decent. Don't know if Clarion Conqueror will have any use. Just good old Shiko deck, right? So maybe we're going to do vacuum as well. Could probably go down a sweeper. And Steamer had some role to play, I guess. Down archive, down split up. Down a seam rip. I think I'll just go to 2 Dave Judgments. Maybe down an Ugin and try it again. Alright, let's do this. No graveyard hate, but maybe Tome can get us there. That's my hope. Nice. Right off the top. See if I can get rid of it easily. And Tome. Hopefully they don't have a Pinnacle Star Cage right here. That would be a huge bummer, actually. No? Okay, great. Oh. Ooh, they got the sweet Tidebinder artwork. Respect. I guess we can get lost that. Maybe I'll go for it. See if they counter this. They might. But then we definitely want Hedron Archive to resolve. Okay, nice. Alright. Keep the planes. Vacuum the stock up, go for archive, and then we can get right into Ugin. Love Hedron Archive and Tome because we can do this. I'm just going to do it now. I don't think there's a great reason to just hold off. And just nice. Just nice cards working together very perfectly. Love that. Voice of Victory, huh? Well, we can exile that with Ugin. There's just a good chance our Ugin will get countered. I think I go for it, though, because we have 2. We really ramped nicely into this. At least get Voice of Victory gone. Ooh. Well, that was an easy resolve. I don't think they have any other milling in their deck, and I don't get why they... Maybe it's a mistake. Oh, okay, Ugin's just dead. Maybe it's just a mistake that they have the... Jidor, the milling land, because I really don't get the sense that they're about to mill me out. Big boy coming in. Don't bounce my archive. How dare you? How dare you? Alright, good scry. We got one more turn till we can get rid of this river region. Ugin. I think I'm just going to replay these. Beza doesn't really get us much here. The vacuum sound effect is pretty funny. I've never really thought about that. We've already ended so much life. Well, I have a feeling our second Ugin will get countered, but I guess we can try to hope that it won't. Okay. Another Beza. Maybe we could have gotten rid of some of those. I think let's try for Ugin. Do this.
Heed my counsel.
There's a stick, so I'm going to say they'll be able to kill Ugin. I'm going to plus him. Could zero to play a Beza. Oh, wait. No? Okay, then I'll play a Torpor Orb and get rid of their Rediscover. That's pretty good. Ooh. If that tests the battlefield, we're kind of chugging along right now. No get lost for Ugin? Really good. Jeskai Revelation looks like it's about to hit, though. Another Ugin.
My plan bears fruit.
You want to let this resolve? Oh! That's funny. That's a bit of a non-bow. I don't think we were going to get any value out of that anyways, but that is pretty comical. I think I'll save my map. Let's see if they Revelation here. I think they will. Leave Beza to chill.
I will not die here again.
Relax, my dude. This Ugin's dialogue is so over the top. I guess that's the point. Okay. Bouncing Beza. I think I'm gonna draw the Archive. Maybe it's smart to keep it down, but we have another one coming in. Don't think Ugin's gonna die here, so we got some colorless things to play off of him, which is pretty sweet. So we don't have a sweeper. Helix actually does kill Ugin here. Yep. Alright, they got him. Get that gone. Brick Shiko.
I must formulate a new plan.
Do this and get rid of River Regent. Torpor Orb looking a little silly here. Maybe I save my treasure in Iceberg, the River Regent. Alright, let's see what they do. Keep on top. Another one. Goodness. It's a lot of bouncing going on. Sweeper would be nice here. Beza won't gain his life. Ugin, if it resolves, is a little scary. We can play Ugin 0. Could just go for another Beza, though. And take a hit from a River Regent. Maybe kill one. Torpor Orb being down here would have been nice. Okay. I think I'm going to decline. Maybe just Berg one of these. Alright. Let's see what they can do. I mean, we want a little more mana. We play an Ugin. We can do so much. Ugin, 0, play Archive and Torpor Orb. But he doesn't want my bases to hit. Get lost here, too. Yeah, alright. We can do this, and then maybe we just go for Beza, actually. Let's also get a counterspell out of their hand if they do have one. Wan Chi Tong! That's a good card to draw. Interesting. Well, I think that is a clear decision.
Preparation.
They say noise.
I will put an end.
I think I'll plus and do this. Just R.I.P. Beza, I guess.
Fate flows as easily as water.
Sure. No! My Oog. My Oog baby.
Such disharmony is disappointing.
Alright, Torpor Orb. Not the move. Should have just kept the Graveyard Hate. Got greedy. I think that's all of our Ugins. Big hit from a little dude. Yeah. Yep. Maybe just hold open Fountain Port here. And they've also caught up to my Vacuum. Oh, never mind. We can get rid of the stock up and the Rediscover before they'd be able to Chico them. Ooh, getting a little rough here. Torpor Orb there. Had a moment. The Jador again. Goodness. So many things happening. So many things. Might want to concede pretty soon because our timer is actually running pretty low. What do we got? 17 in the library. Cave Judgment, gone. Vacuum, gone. Well, their timer's running low, too. That's actually pretty good. Oppa. Alright, so... play Oppa right here, and then we can replay Beza. Oh, never mind. Oh, just... shit. Alright, I'm gonna scoop it up. I think that's a lost one. Alright, Torpor Orb, get out of here. Did not like you. I think I'll take one more sweeper. Maybe get it back into Ugin. Yeah, let's try it again. Let's do this. Vacuum. Don't kill my cume, baby. Cubans. Any KCD2 players out there? What a game. What a great game. Gotta finish it, though. I made it to the big city. Did a couple quests there, and then I just kind of stalled out. I haven't gone back to it, unfortunately. Ooh, I'll take a backup vacuum for sure. And then... maybe Demolition Field is Quarry Mountain Monastery. But I think I'll just draw a card here, actually. Can we put a stop? No, we cannot. Oof. Alright, give me a land. Shit, that was bad. Oopsie. Put a stop now. Got the Thrumming Hive Pool. So, we're just playing against the clock a little bit. They got a minute and a half on us. Try to get a land here. It's not a land. Neither is that. Well, shit. Indeed, friend. Really bad. Truly terrible. I think about demolitioning field that monastery is coming true. Alright, at least they wasted to get lost. Alright, we need a land here to not just completely lose. That is not a land. Don't you dare counter this. No way they don't counter this. Oof. They probably sideboarded all their Shikos, honestly. Oh, the dreaded seam rip. Oh my god. Well, get the voice get it, I guess. Actually, no, I don't want to do that right now. I want to do it after this rediscover hits the yard. 9 mins. Oh, I meant to do the rediscover. Shit. Alright, not punished. We get the land. Let's go for a Beza. We know pretty much anything at this point will get countered. Okay. Opponent gets off a Jeskai Revelation. It's not over yet. I really need to tap down my vacuum each turn because it's actually costing me the game timer-wise. Sure, you want to helix me to face a bunch? I'll probably go for a sweeper here. Beza would be good too, but I think anything will get countered. Well, in that case, maybe I should go for Beza because that's the one that I have 2 of. Come on, Ghost Vacuum. You're making my clock run down. River region, we sweep? That's the way. That would be really good for me. Oh, Beza resolves. Oh, so punishing. So gross. Owie. All right. Well, that was not fair and fun, unfortunately. Sorry about that end. Oof. All right. Well, that was certainly a mixed bag, but I think this deck can do decently. I think we have enough tools to win in a lot of cases, even though it's a little awkward sometimes. And even when I make those pesky misplays. But anyways, thank you so much for stopping by. I'll see you in the next video.